with real solutions, not silly spin. And that's The Angle. Joining me now is Georgia State Rep. Misha Maynor, who left the Democrat Party earlier this year, and Daniel Idfresne, a campus reform correspondent. Representative, we've talked before about why you left the Democrat Party, but now seeing how things have gotten even worse just over the past few months, what's your message to those Democrats who are still just complaining about messaging and maybe not getting enough money, like Eric Adams, but not really focusing on the policies themselves that are driving this decline and despair?
The answer is to focus on the policies. We cannot continue to put politics over people. At the end of the day, the people are actually screaming, saying, we are not happy with this. You are taking our resources away and putting them in places we don't want them. If they would just listen to the voters, they could have a chance. But it's what I'm doing right now is going out into my community and really just exposing the truth to them, and they're listening.
Well, Daniel, we've seen African Americans in Chicago express their total outrage about how the migrants are soaking up all this money, $30 million a month, and by some estimation. And you in New York City, where you're living, what are you seeing there, and how do you respond to the concerns about crime and filth and all the other problems that the migrant population have brought to the city? And why is Eric Adams not talking about the border and not just money?
Yeah, it's insane. As a son of legal Haitian immigrants, I am outraged. I've lived in New York City all my life for 19 years. I've wanted better trains, better schooling, but cleaner streets, better policing. Me and all the residents of New York has gotten none of those things. But the moment illegal immigrants come to our city, they get free hotel rooms and they get health care. It's insane. As a writer for campus reform, I can tell you this is happening in cities across America. Universities are even giving illegal immigrants free tuition. It's a slap in the face to my parents and parents across America who sacrifice a lot for their kids.
Representative, we heard this before the midterm election, that African Americans and other Americans were very upset by crime, very upset about the border, and really worried about the economy. But there wasn't that much of a shift in the voting patterns among those minority voters. So they seem outraged in polls, but on the turnout and on the vote changes, you're not seeing that much movement. How do you get them to the polls and to finally break with the Democrat Party?
I think opportunities like this, Laura, at the end of the day, you have me on a national platform, and there are going to be African Americans and there are going to be Democrats that are listening to this message. Everything that you just said prior to bringing us on, I sat here laughing because it really makes no sense what you were saying. Like, how did we even get to this spot where we are allowing foolishness to rule our country? And so I'm going to continue to educate the people in my district, people like Daniel, other leaders and other representatives that are changing their minds. We really need to collectively put our voice together, because if we don't, we are going to lose this country faster than you think.
Yeah, and Republicans have to actually go into these areas and go into these neighborhoods and not be afraid to actually speak to people about their concerns and what the solutions are. That's got to happen. Daniel, new data from the Survey Center on American Life shows that Black Americans, especially younger ones, ages 18 to 49, are souring on Biden. And just 36% now believe he accomplished a good or great deal. 21% want him as the 2024 nominee, and less than half, 48%, identify as Democrat. Is the dam finally breaking?
I think the dam is finally breaking. Laura, I am sick of tired of the rhetoric that I do not have agency in this country, and plenty of other young Black Americans believe the same. A big example is affirmative action. I do not want to be told that I need some sort of equitable policy to be in a great institution. I want to own my accomplishments and my shortcomings in America.
It's great to have you both on tonight. Thank you so much, Representative Maynor and Daniel.